Good. So let's keep moving. So this is paramount on OKRs. That's the whole idea of OKRs is stretch it. Google actually used this to their advantage for 20 years now or more. I don't even remember how old Google is. Always stretch for more than you can, right? When Kennedy went and did the moon speech in 1961, oh boy, if that wasn't a stretch, right? He had no idea if that was even doable, but hey, guys, you guys figure it out. This is the objective. You guys go figure it out. And we landed in 1969, right? So it was a huge stretch considering how far behind this country was. But that's what motivates people to get creative. So keep this in mind because this comes from something that was found out in 1908, and we'll cover this in a few slides. The most probable result is never, ever, ever the best possible result. Probable is on your comfort zone. Possible is slightly above of your comfort zone. So if you're gonna always go for the probable, or some people call this sandbagging. I don't use that term because it's actually unfair. Sometimes it's just people are used to doing, oh yeah, we just go for the probable stuff and we're good enough. Well, if you go for the probable, other people like that employ OKRs really well, like Google does, they're gonna beat you to the market because they're going for the best possible, not the most probable. If we don't take care, our competition will take care of our customers and steal all of them. So the most probable doesn't cut it because somebody's going to beat you. So this comes from this thing called the Yerkes-Dodson law. And to my surprise, this was done in 1908. This is older. It's funny. OKRs are 45 years old now, and this thing was was discovered. The first paper came out in 1908, so it's 112 years old, 113 almost, right? And this it's about putting people out of their comfort zone. And at the time, this was for the beginnings of athletic performance. I think it was for the Olympic Games in 1912 that they were studying this, right? And they noticed that for athletes, and this can be extrapolated to anything, easy doesn't get people very much motivated, but as it becomes more difficult, so does your intent, your attention, your interest in getting it done and beating the other people until you actually reach an optimum point. Now, if you push way too much ahead of that, the performance is actually going to be impacted because you went too far. If anybody here is a marathon runner or ever seen a marathon, they have this thing called a rabbit on a marathon run. My mother was a marathon runner. That's how I know this. So, do you guys know what a rabbit is? Guess not. Well,
A ra
they pay. Go
rabbit?
ahead.
A rabbit, you said?
Yeah, a rabbit. On a marathon, there's always a rabbit, and there's not that creature of ears and a fluffy tail. They call them rabbits. What it is they pay people, and you never know who it is, to actually accelerate the pace. So everybody has to go catch up with the rabbit, right? It's like chasing a rabbit. Now, you're going to tell me, well, Q, people are going to pick up the fact that there is a rabbit and they're not going to do anything. They'll keep their pace. Yes, you're going to risk that. What if it wasn't a rabbit and was one of the competition people, right? One of the people who can beat you. So it's a way to push people. Hey, that guy is breaking from the pack. We need to catch him. Otherwise, we're not going to do so well. And then, of course, the rabbit gets exhausted, bails out, and then the people are already in a higher. And sometimes there are multiple rabbits on a race. But you can't risk because you don't know if they are or they aren't. So basically, think about this. Easy, too easy, it's boring. And people tend actually to procrastinate. They say, oh, yeah, that's easy. We can fit this on a sprint really easy. Go notice that usually those things don't get completed until the very end, right? Because people are taking their time to do stuff and nobody push them. But if you push them a little bit, say, hey, you normally do 20 points for the last, I don't know, 8 sprints. Why shouldn't we try to do 25 on this sprint? And people are going to call you crazy. Yeah, maybe. But I bet you they're going to end up doing at least 21, maybe 22, without killing themselves in the process. So this is the idea of pushing people to peak perform. Now, if you tell them, well, let's do 40 points, well, they're going to be exhausted. The quality is going to go down. So the idea is to always push you outside of your comfort zone, but not so much that breaks you. That's the concept of the rabbit on a marathon run.